Hi guys, just going to show you my latest little 3D printed camera mount that I'm working on. Haven't tried it yet, so I don't know whether it'll work. What I'm doing quite often now is I'm using my Samsung Galaxy A51 5G, which is what I'm filming this on, in an ordinary phone mount on my tripod. But quite often when I tilt it over like that, I want to also twist it so I'm looking across, so the phone isn't directly in front of me, it's off to my left hand side. And I can do it just by doing that, turning it on there, but eventually it comes loose and I have to tighten up the mount. I wondered if I could use a ball joint. So that's what I printed here. I did make a few mistakes when I printed it. I forgot to include a support underneath it when I printed it. I printed it that way round, so the underside of there has gone a bit yucky, so that's not a perfect ball. And then I forgot to print it solid, so this was printed with a low or a small amount of infill. So as soon as I pulled it off the print bed, that bit just snapped off because it wasn't in solid. So that's now super glued in place. And that's going to go on there. I don't know if that's going to be tight enough to hold it, but it does mean I can twist it in that direction of rotation. I think it's a bit loose because the ball isn't a perfect ball now because it missed a bit in the print. Anyway, I'll put the camera on there and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. Basically, I'm going to take the bits out of there and put them onto there. One of the problems I have using my Samsung Galaxy as my camera is I have to keep standing behind it to look at the screen, whereas on my Canon PowerShot, that's got a fold out screen, so I can actually fold the screen out so I can see it from wherever I'm sitting. Whereas with the phone, I've got to keep standing behind it to be able to see the screen. So quite often I'm working on it and I drift off to one side because I'm working on it and I'm forgetting to keep it in shot. Anyway, what I'm hoping, if I've got my dimensions right, is we can take this one apart and then that should slide in there. Looks like I've got to open those holes up just a touch, they're a bit too tight. Right, I'll clean them out. They only go down a short distance and then it's a bigger hole. Let's take that off again. At the bottom, that goes in, and then that screws on the end of there. Interesting to notice, I think this is just a plastic one. On the older ones they were nice little brass threaded bits. Okay, well that's progress, making it cheaper. I'll just open those holes out a bit. Right, let's trim them a little bit so it fits in there nicely. That's been a little bit awkward fitting in there. Oh no, it's in there now. The other spring. It's going to go up and down okay. I've got this kiddies foam stuff. I'm just going to cut a little bit and glue it on there to give it the same sort of grip that you get on there. Probably dissolve this foam, but we'll put it in there and try it. Right, so that's our mount. The only thing is I don't think it's going to be tight enough to hold in position. No. So I'm going to have to reprint this anyway, because that ball, because I didn't put the support under it, that ball hasn't come out right, so that's not a tight grip on there now. I could just do a temporary job and glue it so it's at the angle I want anyway, rather than throw that one away entirely. So that's all I need. I just need an extra angle on it. I can tilt the camera that way and turn it that way, but when you've got it over like that, you can't turn it like that. So we're all right, but I think I'll glue that for now, otherwise it's complete waste. Like that. Glued in position at the angle that I want. Not exactly how I wanted to do it, but I think that'll do for now. I think I'd need a clamp that I could tighten up in some way or other with a screw or a bolt through it, so I can adjust the angle. Well, what we're now doing is my Samsung Galaxy is in that camera bracket that I just made, and I have glued it at the angle that I want it, because this is exactly what I want it for. It's when I'm doing my paper aeroplanes where you're reading the book there, and I want you to be looking across this way at me folding it up. So that'll probably do for now, but I may reprint it with 100% fill so it doesn't break when you put it together, and support structure underneath that ball so it comes out as a proper ball shape. Yeah, that'll do. That works for me. Thanks for watching. There's always more information down in the video description, and if you like this video you might like this one up here, and you might like to have a look at my channel over here, see what else I do. Thank you for watching.